I can't do a thing with my hair. Maybe I should just get a bouffant. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, real life got in the way. A day later, yes, the same shirt I wore yesterday. That's because these are my day pajamas. Remember back in March when we were all just hanging out at home? We'd get up, take off our night pajamas, and we put on our day pajamas. So we just lounge around the house. No one's going to see us because no one else is leaving their house. Maybe, and we weren't doing Zoom yet, right? Remember? No Zoom back in March. We were just on social media, maybe, posting photos, talking about all the stuff we were binge watching, joking about how we just finished all on Netflix and needed something new to watch. So, yes, so this is from the wonderful people at Alternate Reality Comics in Las Vegas. If you're there, I don't know when it's been a while since I've been there. When I was there, they were south of the Strip. I want to say Maryland, not sure. Right near the public library, which is cool. County library. And a nice little store. Guy running it. I think it's been doing this for 20, 30 years. How long ago was it? It was towards the end of CrossGen. When they were doing, I think, the Abazad and a few other things. Anyway, so, again, got this big Oz box. You've seen them before in the other videos. I've just realized they're great for boarded comics because you can do 2 piles. We got 2 piles. As I mentioned, teased in the last video, your typical comic book store bag of comics. If you're not careful, it looks like you're coming out of a porn store. Right? Lots of posters on the window, lots of guys clutching bags, generic brown paper bags with periodicals inside. Comic book shop, porn store. You decide. Okay, anyway. And also I'm going to take longer on this because some of these comics are pretty cool. So sorry, might want to get a drink. Take a nap because it might be a while. First, we're going to start with one of the greater comics. I bought the series later on hardcover. But this was kind of mind-blowing. Almost as cool as that silent issue of G.I. Joe. This is, of course, the Pizza Dog issue of Hawkeye number 11. Rough, 11. And what's great is it's sold from the point of view of his dog. Lucky, a.k.a. Pizza Dog, became the dog of the greatest sharpshooter known to man, Hawkeye, a.k.a. Clint Barton. After being rescued from his tracksuit-wearing, bro-using, vaguely Eastern European, completely abusive owners. This is what he does pretty much every day because he is a dog. By Matt Fraction, David Aya, Matt Hollingsworth, Chris Eliopoulos production. And yes, Chris Eliopoulos really deserves credit for this. Because just look, this is Tolkien's dog. This is why it was so mind-blowing. It's all schematics. There's dialogue, but it's the point of view of the dog. Just brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And yeah, buy the series, early series, first series. There's hardcover out there. It's good stuff. Next, 25 years earlier, when did this come out? 1990. Mangle Tangle Tales, Volume 1 to Board. And again, this is innovation, which is no longer around. They have some good stuff. But I mentioned this earlier. You'll see this in the Smithsonian Book of Comic Books, not the comic strip one, but the comic one's a smaller one. Harlan Ellison. Modern, but oh, excuse me, no, this is all modern stuff based on the previous guy. So again, old style, but you know. Next, we have 3 copies of Money Talks. Boom, boom, boom. Simple premise. Taking images from money, people, paper money, make a comic. I like weird stuff like that. It's kind of cool. To be announced by Strawberry Jam Comics. No idea who they are, why I got it. I guess it looked cool. Unless it's, who do I think it is? Edmonton. Nope. Yeah, Edmonton, Alberta. Well, the mailing address is Berkeley, California. Maybe it was in a dollar bin. I don't know. Good style, though. Tattered Banner, Ellen Grant and Keith Giffen miniseries. I don't think it's ever been collected. Let me see if I can get you a good 2-page spread here. Yeah. Again, very Keith Giffen art there. If that is him. Might have written it. I wrote it. Nick McMahon's the artist. Then we have 2 copies of The Dreaming, Many Mansions. If you like Sandman, this is not Neil Gaiman, but this is the other characters that DCO that he didn't create. So it's sort of a anthology. Good stuff in it. The first one, especially with Goldie, very good story. There's Fairest, spinoff of Fables. Some of these I got when I was on the comp list. So Teen Titans, He-Man, Masters of the Universe, which was actually pretty cool. Relaunch. Smallville, Season 11 Special Effigy, #1. Good chunk of comics there for how much? What's the price on that? $4.99. Autographed copy of Kill Shakespeare. Like Shakespeare, that's an interesting take. A rare comic book from First Second, the final issue of The Invincible Haggard West. This might be a prologue to Battling Boy. 100-page spectacular of DC Comics presents Wonder Woman. I don't know what the stories are in there. Why I bought it as Fun and Marvel Comics Group Fun and Games magazine. I think. Oh, this is interesting. I kind of like to do that sometimes. Put the card in the middle where the staples are to keep it flatter. But again, this I think are. Ooh, wow! Here's your centerfold. Yeah, oh, that's kind of cool. There's a hostess on Torch versus what's his name? Well, he doesn't even get a name. He's just some firebug. But there you have a word search for Victor Von Doom. I believe these were all might have been adapted from their Sunday comic feature. Yes, they had a Sunday comic puzzle feature. They sold the magazines. DC did as well. I don't know how many papers they were in. I don't know if those have ever been collected. Dean Mulaney over the Library of American Comics. If you're listening to me, you probably know the answer, whether or not it's worth the time to collect them. And then the second best real-world crossover in the Marvel Universe. First, of course, is Spider-Man and the Not Ready for Primetime Players, The Silver Samurai. If you know that comic, you know what this one is. Yes, it's the Avengers Assistant Editors Month, where Wonder Man goes on Letterman to promote a movie, and the Avengers tag along. And, of course, stuff goes wrong. This is January, Assistant Editors Month. January 83. Number 239, Avengers. Yes. Okay, so that's that bag of comics. Now, I shop at Forbidden Planet. Great comic book shop, New York City. Near Union Square, not too far from my office. That's why I shop there. This looks like to be mostly catalogs, but we'll give you a quick look. We'll give it a look through here. Here we have Marvel Vision, January number 25. Previews from September 2013. Ooh, Calliope Comics presents Musings. McFarlane, Larson, Valentino, Gordon, Peterson, Olaf, Rude, Oris, Palmiotti, Simpson, Barta, and Lobito. Interviews. Probably paid that for like $1 or something. Oh, here's a nice little ash can. The deadliest of the species, Aliens Predator. I don't know what that's worth. There's another mini War Machine Ash Can Edition, 75 cents. 1994, the DeFalco era. I think a lot of these were just, dollar comics. Absolute Vertigo. I like grabbing these because they usually have little short stories that Vertigo preview number 1, which is the Sandman story. I think that's The Fear of Flying. Top 100 trade paperbacks of all time. That's a whole nother video. I'm going to set that aside here. This is a free comic book day issue too. Wow. Should look down. 2006. So okay, we'll give you the top 10. Let's see. Well, number 100 is Batman Faces. Yeah, I don't remember that. Red Star by Image. That wasn't bad. I don't think it's stood the test of time, but still. Okay. Number 10 is X-Men: The Dark Phoenix Saga. Number 9, Superman, Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow. Number 8, Marvels. 7 is Daredevil Born Again. 6 is Batman Year 1. 5, Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1. 4, Sandman Volume 4, Seasons of Mist. Number 3 is Batman: The Dark Knight Returns 10th Anniversary Edition. Number 2 is Watchmen. Number 1 is Mouse: A Survivor's Tale. So you can see how this is balanced. Number 50 is The Power of Iron Man. That's where he becomes alcoholic, which I just never thought that was I didn't read it when it came out. I read it like 20 years later. Overseas comic book price update. Number 2. Okay, just for schnitzel giggles. Amazing Spider-Man? Amazing Spider-Man number 1. Match is $700. Okay, what? Amazing Fantasy number 15 back then was $1,100. What year is this? Oh, it's got Newsman in it too. It's the first book they ever published. According to this, 1983. Yep. Keep working on those time machines, folks. Dark House, Dark. There's a little newspaper. I like collecting these because, again, they give you Marvel Now, Marvel Previews. These are catalogs, but they're also news magazines. So they give you a nice, if you're doing research, it's nice to have access to them. I don't think it's, oh, wow. DC Direct Currents number 69. Lobo goes monthly. It's already got crazy. Now it goes monthly. Oh, and here's the Children's Crusade. December. So we had a flip over from Vertigo. This is July 2004 previews. 2004? 2014, excuse me, that Grayson? Wait, that's not, yeah, 2014. New 52. And here we have more previews. Ooh, yeah. Scotty Young, Rocket Raccoon, good stuff. Here we have Wolverine and Winter Soldier. Turn Nightcrawler, Amazing X-Men number 1. And Infinity, book 66, Avengers Infinity. And almost done here. What do we have here? Comics Value Monthly from March 1993. And Amazing Adventures is an Amazing Fantasy number 15 is now worth $8,500 plus. Amazing Spider-Man is $8,400. Action Comics there's no number 1 in here. Wow, wonder why. Action number 235 is 110. Maybe this is and previews February 2014. Godzilla Bank and Justice League. Metalman, the New 52. So that's one bag right there. That's that on the floor. Okay, how are we doing on time? Oh, not bad. 15 minutes in. Ooh, okay. That seems a little much. Okay, also, similar to the last bag, we have my favorites, Amazing Heroes previews. This is number 5, summer 1987. What these were, Amazing Heroes was a weekly, monthly. I think it was a monthly magazine. Yeah, monthly news magazine, published by Fantagraphics, believe it or not. A lot of people got their start here. And these previews were just a snapshot of all the upcoming titles. And it's fun just to go through there. First of all, to see all the stuff that you never even heard of. I mean, this is 1987. Stuff that never came out is in there because it was announced. Let's see, publishers you'll never heard of and never will hear of again. Here we have the preview special number 145, which it was weekly, July 15th, 1988. $7. Look how thick that sucker is. Great Dave Stevens Rocketeer cover. But man, the only thing that's better than these are probably the fall preview issues of the TV Guide. This is a 1985 preview issue, number 62 from January 1st, 1985, with the Lone Roths cover. Here we have your 1986 Guide to Coming Comics, number 2. And here, unbagged, so I'll give you a brief intro, is number 157, January 15th, 1989, the preview special with a 50th anniversary cover by Will Eisner. Great gag. But this issue is 288 pages. So publishers go from Quarter Acre Kids, 21st Century Communications, Artwork Vanaheim, all the way down to Valhalla Comics Group, Valkyrie Press, Vanguard Graphics, Victory Productions, Viz Communications, and Vortex Comics. And here we just have an interior of all the stuff that's coming out. Everything's Archie, X-Mutants, The Shattered Earth Chronicles, Excalibur. Here's they're talking about issue number 8. Lots of ads in here, of course. Cutie Bunny. Critters. Yeah. Baker Street, Batman, Battle Armor, American. First title in here is... Oh. You're the Bat, the Dennis O'Neill interview by Steve Webb. Nice. Okay. Page 9, fit to print by, So we start with A1. Oh, of course. Comica Press. If you find those, grab them. Some great stuff in there. And here we have the other 1986. Oh, a duplicate? Yes. There's a duplicate issue.
Austin,
Yes, ma'am.
I need 3 loaves of different breads.
Okay, got it. And here we have box set of the Marvels, Brian Selznick.
Marbles
Special.
would be fine for sandwiches.
Okay.
Then maybe a white or whole grain.
Okay. Beautiful, beautiful presentation here. This, of course, is an arc. This, I believe, was his 3rd book. Same idea. Hybrid. This is half and half. You can see there. Illustrations, text. But
Slow it up here.
I will be there in a moment, Mother.
Okay.
And there is another preview on top of that. And don't worry, it's still meant. Little card. What is inside here? Dear Friends. I still noticed by Selznick. The special prints. It is reproduced the same size I drew all the pictures in the book. Again, not really comics, but beautifully illustrated. Worth the read. Hugo Cabret. He did another one as Wonderstruck, which came and went as a movie. Nobody even promoted. I was like blinked and I missed it. Private production company. I guess they had no money to promote it. I mean, it was just, I think Scholastic promoted it more than the movie company did. Which is a shame because it was another great movie type of story. Two different time periods. One child is deaf in the 30s, but loves silent movies because, again, she's deaf. She can understand the story. And then it's, connects to a story in the 70s, New York City, New Jersey, I think. So there's that. 21 minutes, good. So I hope you enjoyed that. I got to go get the bread for my mother. And thanks for waiting. As always, thanks for watching. Cool stuff in there, really. Fun stuff, too. Hope you enjoyed that. Share, comment, critique, communicate, communitize, get together. I will see you soon. Thanks, bye.